Hello, welcome to the Learn American English channel, where you learn naturally so you can speak naturally. In this video, we are going to listen to conversations about life motivation. This video is divided into two parts where the characters deal with self-doubt and embrace change. There will be a listening comprehension quiz at the end of each scene. So listen carefully and see if you get all of the questions right. Also, be sure to stay with us until the end of the video. We'll point out important words from the conversations, everyday slang, and the most common way to say things in English. Watch for these words and phrases in the subtitles. You'll find their meanings in the vocabulary section in the last part of the video. Are you excited? This should be fun. First, let's listen to a conversation between Mrs. Powell and Nicholas as she assigns him to lead a school play, but he is hesitant. Let's see how their conversation goes, and don't forget to note the highlighted words for their meanings at the end of this video. Let's dive in.
Nicholas, thanks for coming. I know you're busy, but I wanted to have a quick chat.
Sure, Mrs. Powell. Is everything okay?
Oh, everything's fine. Actually, I've got some exciting news. We're planning a school play for next month, and I'd like you to lead it.
Me? Lead the play? I'm not sure I can do that.
I understand it's a big task, but I believe you can handle it. You've shown great creativity in class. This is your chance to shine.
But what if I mess up? I've never done anything like this before. What if everything falls apart?
Nicholas, it's normal to feel uncertain. But remember, we all start somewhere. You'll never know what you're capable of until you give it a try.
I just don't think I'm the right person for this. I mean, organizing a whole play. What if I make a mistake? What if the others don't listen to me?
Mistakes are part of learning, Nicholas. Think of it like riding a bike. You don't learn by staying off the bike. You learn by getting on, even if you fall a few times.
Yeah, but what if I fall too much? What if I make it worse for everyone?
You won't, because you're capable. You're creative, responsible, and you care about doing things well. Those are the traits of a good leader. And you won't be alone. I'll be here to guide you.
I just don't know. What if the others are better at this? Maybe someone else should do it.
Let me tell you something, Nicholas. People are always going to have doubts about themselves, but the ones who succeed are those who push past those doubts. You have something unique to offer, and that's why I chose you.
But I'm not a leader. I don't even like being in charge.
Leadership doesn't always mean being the loudest person in the room. It's about listening, guiding, and encouraging others. I see that in you. You've helped classmates before without even realizing it. Remember last week when you stayed late to help Sophia with her project?
Yeah, but that was different. It was just one person.
True, but the principles are the same. You showed patience, you listened, and you helped her succeed. That's exactly what a good leader does.
I don't want to let anyone down.
You won't. I know it feels overwhelming, but you're not alone. Think of it as a team effort. Everyone will play their part, and you'll be there to guide the way. And if you ever feel unsure, I'll be here, just a call away.
I guess maybe I could try. But what if I don't do it right?
Don't worry so much about doing everything perfectly. What matters is that you try your best. You'll learn along the way, and who knows, you might surprise yourself.
I never thought about it like that.
That's because sometimes we're our own biggest critic. But once you start, you'll see it's not as scary as it seems. The hardest part is taking the first step.
So, you really think I can do this?
I know you can, Nicholas. You just need to believe in yourself a little more. You've got everything it takes. Now's your chance to prove it to yourself.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll give it my best shot.
That's the spirit. And remember, don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. We're all in this together.
Thanks, Mrs. Powell. I'll try not to let you down.
You won't. And Nicholas, you're going to do great things. Just wait and see.
Here are some listening comprehension questions to see how well you understood the conversation between Mrs. Powell and Nicholas. What task does Mrs. Powell ask Nicholas to do? Mrs. Powell asks Nicholas to lead the school play. Why is Nicholas hesitant to accept the task? Because he is not confident in his abilities and is afraid of making mistakes. How does Mrs. Powell encourage Nicholas to take on the task? She reminds him of his past successes and tells him he is capable of being a good leader. So, did you get all the questions correct? Let us know in the comments section. Now let's listen to a conversation between Pamela and Megan, as Pamela gives advice to Megan on how to embrace the changes of being away from home. Let's see how their conversation goes, and don't forget to note the highlighted words for their meanings at the end of this video. Let's begin.
Hey, Megan, you okay? You seem a little down.
I don't know. I'm just homesick, I guess. It's my first time living away from my family, and everything feels so different.
Yeah, I get it. I felt the same way during my first year. It's a big change, huh?
It's harder than I thought. I miss my family, my friends, even my room back home. Everything was so familiar there.
I totally understand. I remember missing home so much I wanted to pack up and leave, but you know what? It gets easier, I promise.
Really? It doesn't feel like it right now.
I know. Trust me, I've been there. When I first moved here, I felt so lost. The freedom was nice, but at the same time it was scary. I didn't know anyone, and I felt like I didn't belong.
That's exactly how I feel. It's like everyone else is fine, but I'm just stuck.
It's normal to feel that way. College is a huge adjustment, but you've got to give yourself time. I learned that the hard way. The first few weeks I just stayed in my room feeling homesick, but eventually I started to push myself out there, joined a few clubs, started talking to more people, and things started to change.
So you think I should just keep going?
Absolutely. It's like learning a new dance. At first, you don't know the steps and it feels awkward, but once you practice and get the hang of it, everything starts to flow. Same thing here. It's a new environment, new challenges, but you'll find your rhythm.
Thanks, Pamela. It helps to hear that I'm not the only one who felt this way.
Of course. It's easy to think everyone else has it all together, but trust me, they don't. We're all just figuring things out as we go. And remember, it's okay to miss home. But don't let it stop you from making the most of your time here. It's a fresh start after all.
Yeah, you're right. I guess I've just been so focused on missing home that I haven't even tried to enjoy being here.
Exactly. It's like holding on to the past too tight. You can't see what's right in front of you. College is tough, but it's also a time to grow, to discover yourself. And trust me, you'll look back and be proud of how far you've come.
I hope so. It just feels like a long road ahead.
It might seem that way now, but you'll get through it. I did, and I'm sure you will too. It's not about being perfect, it's about progress. Baby steps.
Baby steps. I can handle that.
That's the spirit. And remember, you're not alone. I'm always here if you need someone to talk to or just hang out with. We'll figure this out together.
Thanks, Pamela. That means a lot. I feel a little better already.
Anytime. Now how about we grab a coffee or something? Sometimes a little break helps clear the mind.
That sounds perfect. Let's go.
Before we review the key vocabulary from these conversations, here are some listening comprehension questions to see how well you understood the conversation between Pamela and Megan. Why is Megan feeling down? Megan is feeling down because she is homesick. What advice does Pamela give Megan? Pamela advises Megan to take small steps and join clubs or study groups. What do they decide to do at the end of the conversation? They decide to grab a coffee together. So, how many questions did you get right? Let us know in the comments section. Now let's review the vocabulary from these conversations. First, we'll review some of the natural-sounding everyday phrases used by native English speakers. Watch the video again after you study the vocabulary words to learn them even better, and subscribe to see our other videos. Give it a try. To attempt or try to do something. Push past. To overcome or go beyond something difficult. Pack up and leave. To quickly leave or quit something often because it's difficult or overwhelming. Find your rhythm. To get comfortable or establish a routine. Long road ahead. A difficult or challenging period still to come. Now let's review other key vocabulary. Lead, to be in charge of something or guide others. Principles, basic ideas or rules that guide actions. Prove, to show that something is true or possible by doing it. Lost, feeling confused or unsure about what to do. Focused, concentrating on one thing without getting distracted. Were the conversations relatable? Try using these conversations with your family and friends. Thank you for watching the Learn American English channel, where you learn naturally so you can speak naturally. Please click the like button and subscribe to our channel to see more videos like this one.